of today's function. Managing Director, University Private Limited, Patil, Mr. Ravi Ji, sir. The Director of Department of Technology, Dr. Patil, the Director, Innovation, Incubation and Linkages, Shivaji University, Dr. Deldekar, Dr. Doom, Dr. Nangre, Dr. G.S. Kulkarni, all the evaluators who have come from various colleges and the universities, and my dear participant friends. I am indeed very happy to be here on the occasion of inaugural function of national level technical project competition, that is TECHFEST 2K24, which has been organized by Department of Technology, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. I have been told by Director Dr. Sapli that in this particular TECHFEST, many students from various universities and colleges have taken part and participations. I think different 150 projects will be presented in this particular project. I think it is really an overwhelming response from all the participants who are really good college students. In fact, as we know, that Mr. Ravijit Doli was telling you about academia and industry interactions, which are very, very important. In fact, I would like to appreciate Mayura Steel Private Limited, Kolhapur, because they have taken steps actively. Instead of we going to them, they are going to us. They are visiting different colleges, they are going to different universities, they are visiting different departments of the universities and telling them that we need people. And then the question lies in our heart that whether we are producing industry-ready students or not. And if at all we have to produce industry-ready students, these, I think, TECHFEST like of activities are very, very important, which are definitely, which will be important for you to imbibe confidence in you that after the completion of your studies in the colleges, you can go and enter into the industry and do well. Because industry is also expecting something from you. Industries, because you can see what exactly is the industry doing and what contribution you can do in that particular scenario. However, it will not come immediately. It will not come within one night or one day. It will take a lot of time. It will take probably few months or few years. However, you should have a passion. And if you have passion to work with the industry, you should have to follow the passion with patience. Without patience, nothing will come to you. Because if you are expecting any success to occur within a night or within a day, nothing will come into your this thing. And therefore, the next important thing that you need is to have a passion. And then patience. After patience, what you need is a perseverance. Chikati apamantu. In the ups and downs of your life. When you are low in your life, you have to be confident. You have to believe in yourself that I can do something better. And therefore, that particular belief in yourself, that particular confidence in yourself is very, very important. And you have to have positive attitude of looking at the things. The positive attitude of solving the problems. The positive attitude of solving the problems of the society. Positive attitude of solving the problems of the industry. So these four P's are very, very important in your life. I think if you follow these four P's, of course these are only 4 words, but it will take entire life for you to understand the real essence of these 4 words. Okay? Let me tell you and take you to a bigger dream and bigger challenge that we are facing in our country. Because your interest should align with our country's interest. Your interest should align with our country's agenda. What exactly is our country's agenda? That I would like to highlight some few points. Okay. Recently, we have celebrated Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. We have completed 75 years of our country's independence. We have entered into 76th year of country's independence. And today, if you look at our country, we are still in the domain of developing nation. Okay? So in the next 25 years, we have kept some dream that may come into reality, that is Viksit Bharat at 2047. So within these 25 years of the time span, we have to convert our dream into reality. It is whose dream? Not mine, not his, not yours. It is our dream. It is India's dream. And therefore, we have to come together. We have to enhance our capacity and convert that dream into reality after 25 years. And therefore, that particular tagline has been kept in front of us, that is Viksit Bharat at 2047. We are developing towards a particular goal, and that goal is very, very important. But if you want to reach to that particular goal, we have to assess the quality of ourselves, quality and the status of our nation today. Today is the developing nation. Our nation is developing nation. We need to take a jump, probably a quantum jump, from the domain of developing nation to the domain of developed nation. And that is possible only if we are Atmanirbhar. That is possible only if we can become self-reliant. And how to quantify this particular thing? You all are engineers, we had to have some formula for the quantification. So in order to quantify that, we have a very nice index that is called as the Atmanirbharta Index. It is not AI, artificial intelligence. AI, another AI is also important, that is Atmanirbharta Index. That is AI. Today, what exactly is the AI and how can you define AI? It is just a simple ratio of number of goods that we export divided by number of goods that we import. Today, as per CII report, it comes out to be 0.4 to 0.6. If at all we have to become Atmanirbhar, we have to convert that AI index greater than 1. That means our export should be greater than that of import. That means we need to manufacture at a low cost. We need to have indigenous, import substitute, low cost products. Is it really possible? Let me tell you one example of pharmaceutical products. See, because very recently we have won the battle against COVID-19. We have invented so many vaccines, medicines, and so many drugs in order to battle against COVID-19. And we have also exported some of the vaccines and medicines to other countries, about 140 countries. We should be proud of that, because we have started exporting something. So it is very nice. The probability of getting AI greater than 1 in pharmaceutical sector is more better. It is coming to 100%, near to 100%. We were happy. But if you go into the deeper story, let me tell you that 90% of the raw materials, active pharmaceutical ingredients, and drug intermediates were imported from China. Over 90% of the market is flooded with imported products from China. So are we really self-reliant? That is the question to think about. Can we start our own raw material factories? Can we start our own active pharmaceutical ingredients factories? Can we start a very mega factories so that the cost will be reduced and we can start exporting these raw materials to other countries? But a lot of complications happen. It depends all on the ecosystem. Our country's ecosystem that relies on several policies, that rely on trained manpower, that rely on the other financial support and other things. And therefore, these are some of the limiting parameters, so that till today we are importing these raw materials from other countries. We are flooded with imported goods from other countries like China, Russia, Taiwan, even semiconductor chips we are importing, solar cells we are importing. There are many other products. You can go through different industrial reports. that we are importing. And therefore today, if we look at 2047, Viksit Bharat, if we really want to convert our dream into reality, we have to start our own manufacturing and start some innovations, start our own products and sell to others. Similarly, we have to supply to our own people. So are we sufficiently trained enough to produce our own products and export these products to outside countries? This is the question that you have to think. Another big problem that, let me tell you that we have to convert, we have to translate our status from import-dependent country to a self-reliant global superpower. And that is in your hand. Probably today you are here to fulfill your dreams, but that dream is aligned to the dream of our country. TECHFEST is just one step that you have taken, because a journey of 1,000 miles starts with only one step. And today you are going to take that particular step. I am very happy. Okay? And this is a very important step that you are going to take today. Another important thing I will just sum up in very few minutes, that is sustainable development, as Professor Dr. Sapli was telling you. We are on the verge of battle against unknown enemy. What is that unknown enemy? We have won the battle against COVID-19, which was a known enemy. But tomorrow and today even we are fighting towards unknown enemy. We are battling towards unknown enemy. And what is that? Global warming, climatic changes. We don't bother about this climate change and global warming because this is not as serious as COVID-19. Because this is not abrupt as COVID-19 pandemic. This is like a slow poisoning, and that's why it is more dangerous. We are not taking precautions. We are not careful about that, and that is more dangerous. Because we have left with very less time. As per the experts' opinion, we are left only with 6 years to tackle these problems. Another irony of this particular topic is that ours is the first generation to see the impact of climate change, and the last generation to do something about it. Okay? And therefore, we have to do. For whom? For our next generation. For our next to next generation. For our own children. We have to do. They are not from aliens. They are not aliens, and therefore they are our own children. They are our own relatives, and therefore we have to think about the next generation. One professor, Professor Reeves from physics, of course I am from physics, I was telling several stories of physics to Dr. Raviji Doli sir. One scientist who was astrophysicist, he said, his quote is one very famous sentence today. What he wrote is, man is very insane species. Into bracket, human being. Man is very insane species. He destroys visible nature and worships invisible God, unaware of the fact that the nature he is destroying is the God he is worshipping. We are into that particular irony today. We are destructing nature and we are worshipping God. What he was trying to tell us, that God is nothing but the nature. Please worship nature. Please conserve nature. Don't destroy nature, because that will be useful for our next generation. Our next to next generation will not suffer if we conserve nature today. Okay? And that is the most thing. So many times sustainable development is a very, very vague and complicated terms. I will simplify that. What is that? What is sustainable development? Sustainable development is to make the world a better place for everyone. Sustainable development is to make the world a better place for everyone without destroying the possibilities for the next generation. What possibilities we are destroying for the next generation? Take the example of water, quality of the potable water, quality of the air that we breathe, the water that we drink. These two basic elements, we are polluting them. That means we are destroying the possibilities for the next generation. Today we are drinking water costing ₹20 from distillery water bottle. The cost of the same bottle is about ₹100 when you go to airport. Very good, intelligent students like you, they fabricated and developed some different process of purifying water and adding some alkalinity into it, so that the cost of that ₹100 bottle went up to 250, then 750, then 7,000 for 750 ml of water bottle, 7,000, 70,000, maybe 7 lakhs for 750 ml of water. Some people are spending 7 lakhs of rupees and buying that particular water. That is the cost of water today. What will be the cost of water after 25 years? I will come to another challenging issue. In the year 1900, our population, global average population, was only 1.6 billion. At the end of the century, in the year 2000, it was 6.1 billion. So from 1.6 to 6.1 billion was the increase in the population in the last, in the 100 years. From 2000 to 2024, again 2 billion increased. World's population I'm talking about, not India's population. So from 6 to 8 billion we have jumped. In 2024, 2047, it will be 10 billion. That is another problem. As population increases, we have only one planet. We have reserve, which is the reservoir, which is constant flow of water and air and other resources. Today, do you know how many elements we require to build one smartphone or one laptop? How many elements from the periodic table? Earlier, when the boards were invented, only 17 elements of periodic table were being used. At the end of 2000, 43 elements from the periodic table were being used for construction and fabrication, manufacturing of computers and laptops and smartphones. Because we need a lot of discoveries, because we need a lot of functionalities to be there in our smartphone, people started inventing many more, digging our earth much more. And today about 54 elements from periodic table are used in our smartphones. 54 elements out of, how many elements are there? 118 elements. Probably at 2047, you may think and extrapolate your knowledge that how many elements would be utilized at the end of 2047, and are we left with sufficient earth resources so that we can fulfill our ambitions, we can fulfill our dreams and aspirations. These are the challenges in front of you, and any project that you take which is aligned to our national agenda will be very, very good, will be very unique combination that your project, new idea that India needs to combat the problems of climate change or to become Atmanirbhar. Okay, so I think you have to assess your project today in that particular perspective, in that particular angle. And if you really want to contribute something in that particular line, this is not the aim, this is just the beginning for you. Curiosity is very important. Because creativity comes only from the curiosity. And from the creativity, we can create something new. New knowledge is very, very important that we need to create in our country, India. Not only some products we need to manufacture, we also produce knowledge. We also need to produce new knowledge in our country that we can export. Is it possible for us to export new knowledge, to export new ideas? If you just publish one paper with out-of-box idea, even Sundar Pichai will call you and he may invite you, please come to my lab, to please come and join my company. It's all about generating ideas. And if you really want to generate good ideas, you have to be curious. And for curiosity, Albert Einstein said, not to stop questioning. Question yourself. Question your teacher, question your parents, question your brothers, question your friends, and in the end, you have to start questioning yourself. Today, that is absent. Today, that is lagging. That particular attitude has to be imbibed and inculcated in him. Habit of asking questions. Learning by asking questions is one of the important things that is today absent. That is today lagging. And therefore, I just give you one last message that ask questions. Thank you very much and wish you all the best.